You're the best. If anyone can catch him, it's you. What did I say? The right man for the job.
It was quite simple when approached logically, as was the riddle. How it baffled so many for so long, well, baffles me.
Look at the state of this place.
I thought you appreciated the history of the house.
I do. I just wish it were a little tidier.
I get the impression Mr. Devane isn't as interested or invested in the history of the chateau as he first implied. Rather, just its wealth. This candle has been lit recently, meaning...
Meaning someone, Lupin, has been here. Ha! I'm getting pretty good at this, right?
Yes, very good.
You told me you didn't orchestrate that meeting with Detective Sholmes?
And that is the truth. But while he hesitated to seize his moment to apprehend me, I took mine to get on the front foot and set the stage for my next adversary.
You just couldn't help yourself.
You say it as though I hadn't learned anything. I no longer cared for what the wealthy considered valuable. My time in La Santé had shown me that there were more important things than material treasures.
Like going head-to-head with a detective from England?
Like not only challenging and pushing myself, but those that are there to protect the innocent of this world. How can they put their faith in those they believe they can trust if they are outsmarted by the likes of me?
We are both aware Arsène Lupin is no ordinary man.
A watch? How did it get here?
It appears that...
It's yours, isn't it? But to return it, Herlock Sholmes' watch, stolen by Arsène Lupin. Excuse me, it's just that it was you that said he wasn't to be underestimated, and now this.
A clever man indeed. Someday, we shall have the pleasure of meeting again. The world is just too small. When you have eliminated the impossible,
Excuse me, sir. Is this the way to the castle? The well-dressed and polite man asked. Yes, monsieur. Straight ahead. They are expecting you. My friend Devan told us that you were coming. And I am delighted to be the first to welcome you. Herlock Sholmes has no keener admirers than myself. The irony of such a meeting seemingly and understandably lost on the unaware detective.
Inspector Ganimard wasn't enough of a challenge for you?
As Monsieur Devan said, if you want to be the best, you must beat the best, thus concluding.
What? No, that can't be the end of it. Why did you return Monsieur Devan's belongings? Who found you the night of the burglary?
There's really nothing more to tell. It's not necessary for the story we're telling.
You want the truth to be known? Now is your chance.
You aren't going to let this go, are you? It's you, Miss Nelly.
Miss Underdown.
No longer Miss Nelly. The face that kept my mind sane during the long months imprisoned. Now a stranger. Of course. I didn't expect to see you here.
No, I'm sure you didn't. I was invited as a guest. I presume you were not?
Not directly. Although, I suppose,
I'll take that as a no.
it's obvious that she hasn't forgiven my previous deceptions.
What is there to say? Your actions speak for themselves.
How am I to prove my feelings for her are and always have been true if she won't let me speak?
I have nothing to say.
Will you at least listen? If I can hear the desperation in my own voice, surely she can too.
I shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. I can't even imagine what you'll be doing then.
Everything will be returned. The furniture, the art, everything. You have my word.
Everything?
Everything. Then can we talk?
Listen. Footsteps. I hear someone.
I don't hear anything.
You must go. You must escape.
There it is. A flash of hope. She must still care. Nothing in the world could make me break that promise. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I understand now why you returned everything, but I don't understand how you did it.
It was you that spoke of the return of the army wagon full of furniture.
That I know, but how did you organize it from the house? You must have been surrounded by guests and staff.
Need I remind you of my title?
How could I forget?
I made a promise to Miss Nelly that Monsieur Devan's belongings will be returned, and I intend to keep it.
Ah.
Yeah. Have I not kept my promise?
I can see everything has been returned, but I fear for the wrong reasons.
There's no question about it. This is my last chance to prove to her I'm no longer the man she reads about in the newspaper.
Why did you return Mr. Devan's belongings? Then you should have been honest with me from the start. If I hadn't caught you, would you have returned today? Everything's a game to you. You don't know the difference between the actual truth and what you've convinced yourself of.
The truth is really pure and never simple.
You won't convince me of your lies with cleverly worded riddles. Have you committed any other crimes since you escaped? And your arrogance stops you from admitting it.
Many confused confidence with it.
The ignorance to think your antics wouldn't make the national and international papers. I've read about everything.
Everything?
Your time in Turkey, the aliases, Floriani Knight and Captain Gianot, the burglaries in Montigny, everything.
If she knows the details surrounding my time in Turkey, she'll know of the good I did in the name of my female traveling companion. There may still be hope.
Why do it all? The burglaries, the deception, the lies? Oh, all you've shown is how conniving and manipulative you are.
She's right. For so long I tried to convince myself, but now I understand. I can use my skills for good.
This is your last chance. What do you have to say? Except for trying to escape and toy with the inspector?
Can you not separate the past from the present? Look at me, if only for a moment, as you did when I was Bernard d'Andrézy.
When you were someone else completely.
I am still that man.
And you are still Arsène Lupin.
Without saying a word, she pointed to a ring he was wearing on his forefinger, which consisted of a magnificent ruby. The ring belonged to Georges Davan. Once a thief, always a thief.
I'm sorry, that's how it ended.
Our futures were never destined to align. I think I realized that long before our surprise meeting.
The unsent letters addressed to her?
Initially, I kept them as a reminder of the man I could have become and the life I could have had.
You've always claimed you sat in a gray area of the law. A Robin Hood of the 20th century.
Did you come up with that yourself? It's very good. While I don't agree with many of the terrible crimes committed, I cannot agree with many of the laws forced upon our citizens.
While we're on the subject, Lady Gerland's jewelry. I know now it's not why you boarded La Provence, but surely you didn't let it all just sink to the bottom of the dock.
It is only through mystery and madness that the soul is revealed.
Ah, of course. What does that mean?